Dubai, a playground for the ultra-wealthy, a place where dreams are built. But Dubai is a city of stark contrasts. Behind the gleaming facade, a different reality exists. The unseen hands that built this city of dreams, a story of exploitation and resilience. To truly understand this city, one must look beyond the dazzling lights. Dubai's story is one of rapid transformation. From a humble fishing village to a global metropolis, its journey has been nothing short of remarkable. Located on the edge of the Arabian Desert, Dubai's strategic position on ancient trade routes laid the foundation for its future success. Before the discovery of oil in the 1960s, Dubai thrived on trade and pearling. The discovery of oil, however, changed everything. The influx of wealth fueled ambitious development plans, transforming the city's landscape and attracting investors and workers from all corners of the globe. Dubai's rulers understood that oil wealth was finite. They embarked on a strategy of economic diversification, investing heavily in tourism, finance, and real estate. The city became a global hub for business and leisure, attracting a diverse population seeking opportunity and a taste of the Dubai dream. This rapid development wouldn't have been possible without a massive influx of labor. Migrant workers, primarily from South Asia and other developing nations, flocked to Dubai, lured by the promise of a better life. They became the backbone of Dubai's construction boom, their sweat and toil literally building the city from the ground up. Dubai's ambition knows no bounds. New mega-projects are constantly announced, each more audacious than the last. This relentless pursuit of growth, however, has come at a cost. The environmental impact of Dubai's rapid development is undeniable. Desalination plants, essential for providing fresh water in this arid region, consume vast amounts of energy and contribute to marine pollution. The construction industry's insatiable appetite for resources has also raised concerns about sustainability. The social fabric of Dubai has also been stretched by its rapid transformation. The influx of migrant workers has created a stark class divide, with wealthy elites at the top and a vast underclass of laborers struggling to survive. This disparity is evident in the city's urban landscape. Luxury residential towers stand in stark contrast to the cramped labor camps where migrant workers are housed. Access to basic amenities, healthcare, and education often depends on one's nationality and economic status. Dubai's pursuit of progress has come at a human cost. The exploitation of migrant workers, often hidden from view, is a stain on the city's conscience. Addressing this issue is crucial for Dubai to achieve true sustainability and live up to its aspirations of being a global city. Venture beyond the glittering skyscrapers and manicured lawns of Dubai's tourist districts, and you'll find a different reality. Sonapur, meaning City of Gold in Hindi, is a stark reminder of the human cost behind Dubai's opulence. Located on the outskirts of the city, Sonapur is a sprawling complex of labor camps housing tens of thousands of migrant workers. It's a world away from the luxury high-rises and air-conditioned malls. The living conditions in Sonapur are a stark contrast to the image Dubai projects to the world. Workers, often housed 8 to 10 per room, endure cramped and unsanitary conditions. The summer heat is relentless, with temperatures soaring above 45 degrees Celsius or 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Access to basic amenities is often limited. Running water and electricity can be unreliable, and sanitation facilities are often inadequate. The lack of proper ventilation and overcrowding create a breeding ground for disease. Sonapur is a stark reminder that Dubai's gleaming facade masks a darker reality. The workers who built this city of dreams are often denied basic human dignity. Their stories deserve to be heard, and their living conditions must improve if Dubai is to truly claim its place as a global city. For many migrant workers, the journey to Dubai begins with a promise. Recruiters in their home countries paint a picture of high wages, comfortable accommodations, and the opportunity to provide for their families back home. The reality, as they soon discover upon arrival, is far different. Workers often arrive in Dubai only to have their passports confiscated by their employers, a practice that traps them in a cycle of exploitation. They are at the mercy of their employers, who control their wages, living conditions, and ability to leave the country. The kafala sponsorship system, prevalent in many Gulf countries, ties a worker's legal residency to their employer. This system gives employers immense power over their employees, making workers vulnerable to abuse and exploitation. Working conditions in Dubai's construction industry are often grueling. Workers endure long hours in the scorching heat with limited breaks and inadequate safety measures. Workplace accidents are common and access to healthcare is often limited. The dream of a better life quickly turns into a nightmare for many migrant workers. Trapped by debt, legal restrictions, and the constant fear of deportation, they toil in silence, their voices rarely heard in the glittering metropolis they helped build. Broken promises, broken dreams, the cycle of exploitation. The recruitment process for many migrant workers is rife with exploitation. Workers often pay exorbitant fees to recruitment agencies in their home countries, only to find upon arrival that the jobs promised to them are non-existent or vastly different from what was advertised. This cycle of debt bondage traps workers in a system where they are forced to work to pay off these recruitment fees, often with little or no pay for months. They are left with no choice but to endure exploitative conditions, fearing the consequences of speaking out. The lack of transparency in the recruitment process allows unscrupulous agencies to profit from the desperation of workers seeking a better life. Workers are often provided with false information about wages, working hours, and living conditions. Dubai's government has implemented some reforms to address labor exploitation. However, enforcement remains a challenge. The power imbalance between employers and migrant workers persists, making it difficult for workers to assert their rights or seek redress for abuses. Breaking this cycle of exploitation requires a multi-pronged approach. Increased regulation of recruitment agencies, stronger enforcement of labor laws, and empowering workers to know their rights are crucial steps towards creating a more just and equitable system for all. Dubai's open secret legal loopholes and social injustice. Dubai's legal system, while appearing modern on the surface, often fails to protect the rights of migrant workers. The kafala sponsorship system, despite some recent reforms, still grants employers excessive control over their employees, creating an environment ripe for exploitation. Workers who attempt to leave their employers, even due to abuse or non-payment of wages, risk being reported as absconding, which can lead to detention, deportation, and a ban on future employment in the UAE. Access to justice is often limited for migrant workers. Language barriers, fear of reprisal, and a lack of awareness of their legal rights prevent many from seeking redress for abuses. Legal aid services are often overwhelmed and under-resourced. The social stigma attached to being a migrant worker in Dubai further exacerbates their vulnerability. Workers are often treated as second-class citizens, subject to discrimination and social exclusion. Their contributions to Dubai's economy and society are often overlooked and undervalued. Creating a fairer and more just system requires a fundamental shift in attitudes towards migrant workers. Recognizing their inherent dignity, upholding their human rights, and ensuring equal protection under the law are essential steps towards building a more inclusive and equitable society in Dubai. The hidden cost of luxury, a human price tag. Dubai's dazzling skyline and luxurious lifestyle come at a hidden cost. The human price tag of this city's rapid development is often obscured. Behind every luxury hotel and skyscraper lies the sweat and toil of migrant workers. Their labor fuels Dubai's insatiable appetite for growth. The true cost is measured in dreams deferred and lives lost. Exploitation and denial of basic human rights persist. Progress cannot come at the expense of human dignity. Dubai's crossroads, acknowledging the shadows in the City of Lights. Dubai stands at a crossroads. The city's ambition and drive have propelled it onto the world stage, but its future success depends on its ability to address the social and environmental challenges it faces. Ignoring the plight of migrant workers is not only morally wrong, but also unsustainable in the long run. A society built on exploitation and inequality is inherently unstable. Dubai has taken some steps to improve the lives of migrant workers. Reforms to the kafala system, while limited, offer a glimmer of hope, but more needs to be done. Strengthening labor laws, ensuring their enforcement, and holding employers accountable for abuses are crucial steps. Providing workers with access to justice, healthcare, and decent living conditions is not a luxury but a fundamental human right. The world is watching. Dubai has the opportunity to set a new standard for development, one that prioritizes human rights and sustainability alongside economic growth. By acknowledging the shadows in its own backyard, Dubai can truly become the city of light it aspires to be.